It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And his throw is incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now Pickett. Pass.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 45. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
Oh, what a move. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson
going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here's Watson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
It's brought in by Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett, quick completion here to Johnson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Harris. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chubb will get the call running left.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Alex Highsmith,
the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. These two teams all tied after 1.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Pickens on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
66 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Watson over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. Washington's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down.
Pickett.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Myles Garrett now with his second sack here on opening night.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are in the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
From the right hash, this from 48.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down. Pickett looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying with Pickett here on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Cleveland offense making their way out. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Pickett to throw on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pickett now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too did throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And that'll be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely.
Now a hit and a loose football. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
York on now for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They juked him. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Chubb running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun, here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out as they have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, able to avoid him. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. On first down, Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. Robinson's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Off play action. Pickett.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Pickett. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 26. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A give to Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Watson. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Watson going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Pickett.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And they'll bring out 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Buying, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Harris, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Harris. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Steelers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.